Recorded Books presents an abridged recording of the Sink or Swim Money Program by Dr. John E. Whitcomb, narrated by Robert O'Keefe. This work is copyrighted 2000 by John E. Whitcomb. This recording is copyrighted 2003 by Recorded Books. Dr. John E. Whitcomb is an emergency physician in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and currently manages a 42-physician practice at St. Luke's Medical Center. He entered emergency medicine as the place where you can make the most impact. Dr. Whitcomb has always been passionate about teaching teens and young adults about money, and attributes this to his childhood in boarding school, learning to manage his monthly stipend the hard way, on his own. In recent years, he has been appointed to the Jump Start program, a national network promoting teen financial competence. In this book, the use of a number of written contracts is suggested. Free, downloadable examples of these can be obtained at www.sinkorswim.org. And now, the Sink or Swim Money Program.
Preface. Historical Roots. Money, in one form or another, has been around ever since human beings found that cowrie shells from the beach could be traded for a bunch of coconuts. Only in the last generation have the number and complexity of financial transactions multiplied in our lives. Children who grew up with a stay-at-home mom, in a home defined by home-cooked meals, home gardens, and local neighborhoods, did not need much more than an allowance. The advent of families with two working parents, neither of whom cooks, sews, or stays at home much, in conjunction with spreading suburban neighborhoods and advertising-driven consumption, means that teens today have a dizzying array of financial options and responsibilities before them. Children growing up in the 50s and 60s only needed money to spend on Saturdays. But children today have to carry money every day to buy milk at lunch, to call home in case they need to be picked up, to pay for extra expenses at school, and on and on. Members of today's households hardly ever sew their own clothes, pack their own lunches, grow beans and tomatoes in a garden to can for winter, or entertain themselves by making their own toys. We all have to shop every day. We all have to manage money every day. Furthermore, in the past 100 years, our American society has developed a remarkable change in the way we care for our elderly. We don't. Instead of living with our children until we die in our 50s and 60s, as our great-grandparents did, we retire and live for decades beyond retirement in living arrangements remote from our children. To do that, retirees need financial resources independent from their children's. Resources they must accumulate over a lifetime. The extent to which these societal shifts are unprecedented as well as unanticipated is best indicated by the current fix our Social Security system is in. 50 years ago, when the system was started, no one anticipated our elderly living as long as they do. When will tomorrow's retirees begin to learn the habits of lifetime accumulation of resources, if not in their youth? So it is only in the past few generations that we have developed such a pressing need for teens to become financially savvy. In this book, I share with you a method that teaches you how to imbue your children with financial savvy while they are still living at home. Habits started at an early age imprint and set the stage for long-term success. It is a method my family learned by serendipitous trial and error over 3 generations. Children in America today cannot afford to risk serendipity gone wrong. They need to learn how to confidently manage their own financial affairs, live within their means, and plan thoughtfully for their future. I believe that children learn from their parents by example and by story.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?